What up, though? It's been well over 2 weeks. Stopping in to see what's going on. You know, I had a few instances where I wanted to chime in. Well, I did chime in to a couple shows. You know, and just spoke. A few shows I chimed in on and didn't speak. You know, I just let everybody do what they do. But I noticed how the fakest individuals that I've ever seen IRL gaining a lot of followers now. I heard one fake individual, allegedly college educated, who I've seen stab our own people in the back, go at people for no reason because probably they didn't like what was said or something petty. Pay to pit people, attack people. And I heard this individual giving lessons on morality. And in the same sentence, in the same conversation, giving lessons on trolling. And when I hear this person talk, you can hear the yearn to be something she's not. Suburban girl, grew up, cross, if you're from Detroit, grew up across 8 Mile, don't know nothing about the hood, but then got on this platform and imitating everything she hear hood on here and have adopted it. And people actually on here thinking she real. And I'm just not, I ain't going for it. And y'all don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one I call the snake. And it's not me, hey, Mean Mary Jane. And it's not me that labeled her the snake. It was her own actions that did it. So I just checked that out. And did y'all hear about the incident that happened in Grand Rapids? The incident that happened in Grand Rapids where the police shot the young black dude. Excuse me. Last I seen, y'all, they were protesting about this cop shooting this young black dude. She did a 4 minute on me. What? Hey, African goddess, what's good? What is good? Oh, see? Look. What up, backup? I don't know who backup is, but hey, what's good? Oh, wow, 4 minutes on you, huh? You already know who I'm talking about. Oh, no. Nope. I ain't talking about her. You close, though, Mean Mary Jean. You close, though. She don't even get words out of my mouth no more. She don't even get nothing coming her way no more. She, what's up, Disco? What's up, baby boy? I was gonna FaceTime you, man. I've been thinking about y'all, man. You close though, Mean Mary Jean. She was down with the person you talking about. At least I think you don't have it right. But I heard this, and I was like, I'm wondering, like, how is people allowing her to speak? And what made me just think about her just now, because I wasn't gonna start my show off with her. I just turned from Clyde Diva's show, and Clyde Diva say she just said period point blank, And that's what made me think about it. I said, oh man, this fraud. I just can't do frauds, y'all. Even sometimes frauds entertaining. I just can't do them. The way I grew up, and my homie Disco D in the chat can testify to it. It wasn't no fake and phony thing. We didn't really tolerate that. We didn't really hang around people that had a lot of kick it and tried to shake it, fake it until they make it. We didn't really do that. We didn't really tolerate that. But how is everybody doing? How have y'all been? That's good. I see you, Disco. That's good, brother. I ain't seen y'all. I've been seeing y'all, but y'all ain't been seeing me. I've been seeing y'all, though. Trust and believe. I'll be there. I just know how to keep my mouth shut. If I ain't got nothing nice to say, if I ain't got too much of nothing nice to say, I just keep my mouth shut. I just, did a replay and seeing how I was looking in them chats going after people. Ain't no need. Say my pleasantries. Sometimes I may see people that, I got mad love for. Like I seen me, Mary Jean, and Rob over there at Chucky's. I wanted to speak to him, but I'm like, nah, I'm just go ahead and listen up. That was a while ago. That was probably my last time on here. But yeah, I got some stuff to talk about, y'all. If y'all game for it. Okay. So I was looking at a video. Oh, hold up before I get off into that. Y'all heard about the situation in Grand Rapids. And if you didn't know, I'm gonna fill you in on it. The white cop killed a young 26-year-old boy. Black boy. Of course it wouldn't be news if it wasn't a white cop killing a black boy. Now I'm gonna tell you something. And my homeboy, know this too. We know people that's in police force. And I'm gonna tell you something. I've seen enough cops get smoked or nearly get smoked to know if you pull and y'all chime in on this if y'all disagree. I wanna hear it. I want the smoke. This dude hop out the car first of all on a police officer, on a white police officer. Argue with him, struggle with him, take off running, right? Take off running, fighting with the officer, right? The officer allegedly shoots him in the head. Now, yes, officers have training. Yes, all this is factual. But if I'm wrestling with somebody as an officer, as a person with a strap on my side, and everybody know I got a strap on my side and see what side it's on, etc., etc. And I'm struggling with somebody for my gun. That's the first thing my thought process is on, my gun. Don't let them get hold of my gun. And this can include my loved ones, my sons. I'm not going to protest somebody that's doing lawlessness and meet their end. Now, I don't know if the young boy had guns on him. I don't know. The police don't know this as well. Don't know. What's up, CC? So I'm just going off the story, y'all. I ain't got to the good part where I know some people gonna be mad. Hey, I'm proud to be back, brother. I just had to step off for a second. I messed up my messed up and got me a strike. So I want to try to move the crowd over to my other channel, which I hope you guys sub to. My other channel gonna be a little loose. So I got 2 strikes on this channel already, and they're both my mistakes. Both my mistakes, rookie mistakes. So, I got to redeem myself by making me a Get Loose channel. And that's the one I got going right now, King Curl. It's just King Curl all by itself, y'all. And y'all gonna see my image on there. Y'all gonna know it's me. And I'm gonna make a strictly IRL conversation channel. Kind of sort of what Suge doing over there. And I know Suge don't look at I'm pretty sure he don't look at my channel, but shout out to him for doing what he's doing, because I'm enjoying what he's doing. I haven't caught a full show yet. Caught a couple shows, but I haven't caught it in its entirety. But shout out to you, boy. I can dig that. I can dig it. I try to tell people you ain't got to do what everybody else do. You can do something different. Nobody got no guns in your head. Nobody making you do nothing. You do it because that's what you want to do. And he was man enough to admit that. He wanted the shit. And he got to a point where he didn't want the shit no more. Forgive my English, y'all. So, applaud to him. I'm digging this shit. Now, the incident in Grand Rapids didn't look right to me. Looked like another one of those, what they call the hoaxes. Didn't look right to me. I see the young boy get loose. I see the young boy run. The young boy stop at the police car, turn around, run the other way. Police hawk him down quick. It just didn't look authentic to me, y'all. And that's just me. And they saying he shot the boy in the head while the boy was on the ground. But I clearly seen him stand the boy up after this. So maybe I didn't see, maybe I missed something, or, But when I seen all the press on it, when I seen the crowd in front of the little news station in Grand Rapids, or the police station, when I seen the spokesman come out, it all said to me, another one of them hoaxes. Because you run from the police, and especially your own neighborhood, you're not going to run to the police car where ain't no other police at and stop and turn around and run right back towards the police. That I ain't going for that. I'm not buying that ticket right there. I ain't buying that ticket. What's up, Kong King? Salute, my brother. Salute. I ain't buying, y'all. And see, what always tips me off is the recognition of the nation. Because we all know if this was a white guy shooting a white guy, it would be nothing. It wouldn't be, not unless the cop was like dead, the right's wrong. It wouldn't be anything. But white cop shoots black young man. See, trust me, them 200 years ago, now when was that? Was it longer than 200 years ago? Let's just say over 200 years ago, when the gang that helps run the world said we're going to have 3 world wars and we're going to have a race war. See, whether you with it or not, they going to have their wars. And if they don't have the wars, they're going to show you images on TV, stuff getting blown up, missiles flying in the air, people running around. So even if they don't have a war, they're going to have a war. whether you with it or not. And, I hate the fact that, people who use their brains and think outside the box, they're given the rap that the government made, the term the government made famous, were created and made famous, conspiracy theorists. Now, I'm okay with that to a certain extent. But when we talk about conspiracy theories, we're usually talking about stuff that's a theory, stuff that's not proved. That's what theory is, just an idea, a thought. We need to hang that term up. Because all the stuff that these people were saying, conspiracy theory and all this, the theories has been made manifest. Everything these people was talking about, from the not having no privacy to the world was united. Everything these people was being called conspiracy theories over, all of it was true. And if we can't say 100%, let's just go with 97%. All of it was facts. Then they put their little puppet out there, Eric Snowden, and he come so-called reveal everything that the conspiracy theorists has been talking about for the last 30, 40 years. Like, wow. And old gullible old sheep, just eat it up. Just eat it up. And then you get somebody like me say, hey, man, everything this dude's saying, the conspiracy theory's the theorist been saying that for the last 20, 30, 40 years. Oh, no, well, they said it, but this guy, he used to work for him. Oh, he's telling the truth. These people just play in your face. And I understand how it happens on YouTube, how people snaking and sneaking and being fake. I mean, look what our government doing. Look what the gang that's in our neighborhoods doing. The gang that created the gangs. They are big and bad and puffy. And I seen one dude that had on his, he had on his jacket, y'all, had this little square and compass on, the 6-point star in disguise, your Crip signal. Had this little square and compass on, and it say, we like to see. We deep. Or something like that. We deep, like to see. And I'm looking at this dude, I'm like, y'all so damn bad. Who is the god of masonry? You so-called diehards. And see, I got plenty family. I got plenty associates that's into this thing. So, you can take it as disrespect if you want to, but it's a question. It's a question. And I ain't talking to you fools that's in it just for the money, for the careers. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the ones that's really in it because they really believe in it. Who is the god of masonry? Let's see how big and bad your ass is. Let's not deceive for 1 second. Tell your people who the god of masonry is. Let's keep it a buck from here on out. Let's keep it a buck. Since you so big and bad, you so deep, you running so much stuff. You got Hollywood in your back pocket. Oh no, they in this lodge, we in this other lodge, but y'all all use the same signs and symbols. But y'all different, right? Y'all different from the Hollywood freaks that wear these emblems proudly. Y'all different, right? The same imagery that the people in the hood got on their cars, got on the back of their jackets, got on their shirts. The same imagery But y'all different, huh? Oh yeah, because they white, they gotta stay. Man, listen. Inside your places of worship is a checkerboard floor. You guys believe in duality. Just in case you people that's messing around with this stuff just for the money reasons. Just for money reasons. You believe in duality. What goes up must come down. As above, so below, etc., etc. You know masonry very much, whether you white or black, supports anybody that represents those signs, just like your Bloods and your Crip. So let's quit being fake. Let's quit lying. I understand that you call yourself secret because you understand that lying is going to be a part of your duty. We understand all this. But let's just keep it 100. I hear these people talking about, oh, he had to pay, he ain't paid his dues, he ain't know, he ain't this, he ain't show his paperwork. I mean, like, would that make him a better person? Because he didn't lie about his affiliation, all the shit he's done on his platform. If he showed his proof, would that make him a better person? Would that take back all the hurt he's put out on his platform when he showed his paperwork? That makes it all better, right? It makes it all better for these people that's running around here lying and pitting people against each other, faking like they're about black power. Faking like they're about, helping the black businesses. And all along, lining the nigga up so they can get their head bust. Oh, but he say he's a part of the secret society. Oh, he lying. He ain't part of no secret society. He ain't show his proof. So what happens, sir, ma'am, when the proof do get shown? What then? Where do we go from there? Is he good now? People, impossible, dog. And you on the social site, but everything still applied from the real world. Excuse my language, my ladies, but the money is still the boss, just like the real world. And the dingaling is still almighty, just like the real world. Whether you mentally say you got one and you ain't got one, or whether you got one, it's still the boss. Y'all running around here trying to prove yourselves to freaks. Straight up freaks. Freakazoids. Explaining this, explaining that. Listen, how about we do this? How about we let people's actions speak for themselves? How about we do that? If we catch a person in 100 lies, let's label them a liar. How about this? We'll do it even better. Let's not make it 100. How about we catch a person lying for no reason? How about we catch a person lying, period? We label them a liar. How about that? How about just because we can gain some prestige, we look at these people's lies like it never happened? How about we stop that? How about we stop living a lie? How about that? See, if you're talking about go along, get along when it come to curl, I'm bold. I like what I like. And if I don't like it, I just don't like it. I don't give a damn who likes it. I don't care. I don't get on this platform. I don't go looking at my feed so I can go please somebody else. I please myself. I look at what I want to look at. And then when you see my platform, everybody, thank you for coming. Listen, blessed are you. Hopefully you come on a day that I'm speaking scripture, which is anytime it get brought up. I appreciate your association. But when it comes to these words that I'm spewing, money ain't gonna buy you these words. Money can't buy them. I don't care about 100 people being around. I don't care nothing about that. I'm a realist with nothing. Nothing nobody can gain up off me but life. But as you look around, you look in everybody's space, you see that life is the last thing person think about. People think about material stuff right now. They think because they woke up to this part in their life, because they got up in the morning and woke up, that they just guaranteed to wake up. They don't look at it as no gift. They don't look at it as no privilege. Fact of the matter, you got some sad son of a bitches sitting around here waking up and wishing they didn't wake up. And no, not because they sick, not because they're dying, from some type of illness. No, because they just unappreciative. Because things ain't going their way. They didn't hit that number. They kept on seeing. They couldn't catch that roll at the gambling table. See, I don't care about people like that being around me. If you can gain some life off what I'm talking about, cool. If not, and it's from the bottom of my heart, y'all, I mean no disrespect to nobody, I don't give a damn. I'm trying to do something that's bigger and better than me, than I ever will be. I'm trying to open up eyelids. I've been telling y'all it's about to be a food shortage. I've been telling y'all way before these gas prices got raised up. I told y'all it was coming. But see, most of us just on this platform to see and hear drama, to see people get dragged, to point out people's mistakes and flaws. See, to me, that's a weak motherfucker. That's weak. And yeah, you're going to have content every day. If your thing is sitting up pointing out the flaws of another man, no matter what race they are, you're going to have content every day for the rest of your life. Because the scripture ain't going to lie. We all going to fall short of the glory. We all are imperfect. I don't like that. I'm okay with somebody trying to give you some dust and you dusting them back up, and but then you got the weaklings that want to take it offline. We can't just crease each other head on this platform and laugh about it and have laugh. We can't do that. We got to go mess with your bank account. We got to go mess with your job. See, that's coward shit to me. That's coward. If a nigga do that to me right now, I wouldn't know what to do, because I could not duplicate the type of cowardice I see on this platform. I can't. I feel like if I did the same thing, if somebody threatened my livelihood and I turned around and do the same thing to them, I would feel like a man that just got his manhood took. However that could feel. I would feel like somebody got me, slipped me a Mickey and got me and took my manhood. I don't give a fuck about how much money you make. No disrespect to your family, how your wife, your kids look. I'm not trying to show your family on this social site that you haven't even given this information up. But I'm going to show it because you hurt my feelings. I'm going to put all your personal information out here because you gave me a woodoo boo boo. You niggas weak. We don't have anything in common. I would never, if it come to gaining people from doing shit like that, I will never have a crowd. Ever. I will never stoop that low. And I got interesting things in my background that haven't been brought to the forefront that I haven't shared yet. I do. Because I'm one of them people on this platform that stand in his. I'm not telling you I'm perfect. I'm not telling this mother over here she's not right because she did this and that. She didn't do it the right way. I'm not over here telling this dad that he's not right because he's not doing this and that the right way. He should do it this way. See, I'm not Dr. Oz on this bitch. I'm not. Only thing I'm trying to help you do is go on the rest of your days without getting played. Because all of us are guilty of being played right now. Rest assured, the food shortages is coming. I know in some cities you may not see it. You may not see it happening. But see, for the last, let's see, almost 20 years, I've been a homebody. Meaning when we do shopping, I'm there. Me and my wife together, we boom, boom. When I go up in these stores, these same stores, I've been going there for a long time now. I'm seeing exactly what you would see at the beginning of food shortages. Check the dates, y'all. Check the dates on your stuff when you go in the grocery stores. Check your dates. Slowly but surely, they have to do this. They have to do this. Why do they have to do this? Because they said they had to do it. Why? Because they're going to bring along what's already been here. New World Order. It ain't no secret now. They got a whole global police force, a whole global judicial system set up. Y'all don't remember back when Jade Him was being all over the YouTube? Y'all don't remember the guillotines that was being shipped out to capitals? Y'all don't remember that? Go back on your YouTube feed. Go back to Jade Him. Go look at what was happening around that time when they were selling record numbers of ammunition. Y'all remember that? Go back and check that out. They was getting guillotines. The news made sure that we knew that guillotines was being sent to Capitol buildings. Why do y'all think that it was important that the news people let us know that? And see, everybody didn't hear it. The only people that heard it was the people that was meant to hear it, which was a select few. Because remember, Scripture In the last days, men will be lovers of themselves rather than lovers of God. So if a person, these news people ain't saying nothing that can threaten the immediate space around a person, oh, they ain't listening to that. They ain't listening to that. There will be no more Michael Jordan. So now niggas gonna hear that. Niggas gonna hear that. Rap music will be banned. People will hear that. But talk about something that really matters. Like your rights. Like food shortages. Like blackouts. Everybody not gonna hear that. And see them, the people that don't hear it, them gonna be the people that's going crazy out here when it do happen, y'all. Them gonna be the people going willy-nilly, getting their head blow off, jumping off buildings, doing everything crazy up under the sun. The people that get caught with their drawers down, them are gonna be the people. Yep. Well, Walmart been closing down all their stores, been closing down a lot of stores anyway. And for the fact of the matter, y'all know Walmart is government, just like McDonald's is government. Excuse me, just like Taco Bell is government. Y'all know the majority of these businesses out here is government. You see a business that you don't know personally, it's not your family, and these people been going over 50 years, government. You had a lot of mom and pop little situations that lasted, but they made sure that didn't happen the next 20, 30, 40 years. They made sure that. Only way that happened is if you down with the gang. Y'all should have seen how many little people started their own businesses in Detroit, got their little stuff built up, looking all pretty, advertisement going on and all that. And then guess what happened, y'all? The pandemic. All those people investing their money in a world that's dead, that's dying fast. And they just straight up wasted their money. Nothing they can do about it. And the government made them hold out, just paying their rent, paying their utilities, just draining their money. And they made sure they held out to most little businesses couldn't survive. Pandemic. Yeah, y'all think it was about the flu. See, the only thing that was happening was they were actually this thing that they was reporting to us that all these people dying and this, that, and the other. See, all of that news was true a year from now. See, what they did was tell you the truth of the future. Because understand this, whatever they said was out here hurting people, it wasn't out here. But once they put it in people, once people volunteered to allow it to get put in them, now it's real. Now it's real. Now you naive people. You people that's thinking y'all that thought y'all can add increments to y'all life, that thought y'all can bypass what the Bible say, and little old Mr. Scientist that's been lying to us our whole life is gonna do something better or do something other than what the Bible said. He was gonna prove the Bible wrong, right? Well, see, all we did was let the vampire in our front door. That's all we did. We gave them permission, forgive my French, to fuck us over. Because now, y'all, when they hit their little button, when they hit that little frequency on their 5G network and it activate, now y'all about to see what a real pandemic look like. This dude get on. I seen Dabu 7 get on there talking about this dude, talking about the next thing that will come out is going to be well worse. You think so? You think so? You ain't spilling no beans. There's people out here that got a little bit of sense that already seen this shit coming a mile away. Then you had Fauci a couple months ago, like he's spilling some. Who was that? Was that Bill? Was that William Gates, the gatekeeper? We're gonna have this, that, and other. Yeah, I bet you know. You're not guessing. You're not smart. Bitch, you know what the fuck the plan is. And guess what? I ain't even in your huddle. And I know what your plan is. And to all the people that went out there and got the jabber, understand this. God gets the last word. God gets the last word. Hollow out that mind and that heart and let God in there. Let Jesus in there. Because them people got you and tricked you and deceived you into putting that venom on you. Don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Because if my guesstimation is correct, that was just a rough draft of what's to come. They were just saying who gonna be obedient, who ain't gonna be obedient, who about to get took out, who gonna be able to stay. See, because the head of the United Nations said years ago that anybody that's planning on being accepted or invited into the New World Order has got to take the Luciferian oath. You got to. So don't let these people catch you by surprise. It's been the plan all along. See, it's funny, right? Because I always point out the Albert Pike, the Manly P. Hall. I always point out these people. Like I talked to my homeboy. I said, do you know these people? And you know these people based off straight up. What up, young slap? These people is all based off deception and lies. They'll look you straight in your face and lie to you. And it's in their oath. They can't let you in on the secrets. But when my homeboy lied to me, I knew it was real. He said he didn't know who Manly P. Hall was. He said he didn't know who Albert Pike was. And if he wasn't my dog, if I didn't know, what intelligence lie there, I would have believed him. But see, I know him. So either you just purposely ignoring stuff or you're lying to me. And he ain't the type of person that purposely ignores stuff. He's what you would call a realist. He ain't big in lying. So he really can't do it to me.
Can I make sure to close the freezer all the way?
Why don't you ask somebody else to do it? Who woke down there?
I don't think nobody is.
Be real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
Okay.
Bye. So we so big and bad. We got halls and lodges all over the world. Let's be honest with the people. Let's help the people understand what signs and symbols mean. See, let me help y'all understand something. See, in the scripture, there was never a sign that represented Jesus or God. While some people have used the cross, the image of the cross, and have gained faith in the invisible, in the spirit. They gained faith in Jesus off of it. But it was going to all come to a full circle because you signed up to know the truth when you signed up to be a follower of Christ. You signed up for it. So when we talk about signs, 5-pointed star, 6-pointed star, see, all these is Babylonian. Remember, Babylonia came before ancient Egypt. All of this stuff is ancient. So just because you, Tyrone, come along in 2022 and say, no, this sign mean this, it don't change the reason. It don't change the meaning of the sign. 5-pointed star, 6-pointed star. Some people disguise it. Still the same star. Still the same 5-pointed star you seen the witches draw the circle around. And do chants and stuff like that and rituals. Still the same star. White magic, black magic. Still the same magic. White witch, black witch. Still the same witch. See, we're going to get a clear understanding before we move forward. We're going to get a clear understanding. Get these people to try to make like, when I talk about the spirit people, try to make like I sound crazy. Right? Oh, you talk about invisible. I'm a believing God and I can't see him. Oh, really? Oh, really? You want to take it there, right? Well, check this out. I can't see the wind. I can't see wind. I can't see air. But I guarantee you, I've seen this invisible force pick up a tractor trailer and throw it. Mr. I need to see God before I believe in him. I've seen this invisible force snatch a tree out the ground, splinter it, and throw it. But you want to be petty and talk about some, I can't see it. How can I believe in something I can't see? Oh, really? So check this out. And I like how people like give man so much credit. It just show you how much they worship man, right? And let me tell y'all why I just said that one little part right there. I'm sitting in my room. My plug for my cable is downstairs, or should I say for my internet is downstairs. I'm sitting upstairs in my room doing a live, right? With no wires connected to my device. Is that hard to believe? That there's a force that connects me with the internet, an invisible force, an invisible cord, right? That's got me connected to the internet. And the part that I'm supposed to be connected to is way downstairs. But you want to talk about you need to see something to believe in it. Then I get my boy Mongoose. You know, the problem with these people that think because I'm a certain color, I'm able to do what the white man do, but it's not the same crime that the white man do because the white man did it first. See, I'm tired of I'm done with that. I'm done with it. Hit me up talking about I'm from Africa, you claiming you Indian. Listen, dude, I'm not claiming to be nothing. I'm not claiming to be no nationality from no particular part of the world. The only thing I can for sure claim and report to you right now, is to be a lover of Christ. A lover. I love what he stands for. I love what he's about. I love the provisions he gave 2,000 years ago for me today, because even though it's that long ago, the provisions still stand clear today. So you can keep that Hebrew Israelite shit. You can keep that. You can keep that Africa, the motherland. You keep all that shit, man. I'm not interested. I'm not. Call me naive, call me closed-minded. I'm going to just tell you like this. I did it. I tried it. And even while trying it, I got more hate from people that's my same color than the people that's really supposed to be devils. I go to the mosque, I hear more about money than I do about God. I go to church, it's the same thing. So what is going to be? Well, I don't know what it's going to be for y'all, but I'm good where I'm at. I'm good. My baby's suffering right now. And I'm good. I prayed about it. I suffered in suffering. But why I'm good now is because I got faith in what I pray for. See, I'm not out here trying to magnify people's mistakes, trying to bring pain on them, trying to bring injury on them. I'm not out here doing that. And I can. I got a good enough system set up to where I can be an asshole. I can be a warmonger. But see, I'm tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'm tired of it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We're gonna do this, CC. We're gonna do this right quick, man. I'm gonna do it like this. I seen somebody do this and I liked it that, man. I said, let me go ahead and take that note right there. We're gonna do it like this, CC. Expeditiously, man. Let me see. Here you go, right here. Let me do this, man. I'm not buying, man. I'm not buying. Now, we put us a community together. And this far-fetched stuff I'm talking, y'all. This the only way you will hear me chewing somebody out on this platform. Unless they came at me. See, I was coming at ZX because ZX inserted himself in my mix. In my mix. He disrespected, somebody I was cool with on a whole nother level than I've heard before. I spoke on it, and he inserted himself in a good conversation with me, Kong, and a couple other people. T Black. and sit there and told us a bold-faced lie. So that's why I was going after him. And I spoke on a few people who disappointed me. When you put your hopes in earthly man, you're going to get a lot of disappointment. But when I realized how silly I was looking, I stopped that immediately. Immediately. So my boy Mongoose hit me up and he running it down. And you don't know this and the Bible ain't that, what he believes in the Bible. But see, he's not understanding that you either gonna believe in bloodline, you're gonna believe in your race, or you're gonna believe in God. He's not getting that part. He ain't getting that part. How he got involved, Christ Council? Well, Kong was kind of picking up steam. Kong King was having some nice little, shows and starting to gain theme, and ZX a clout chaser. So he want to come over there and kick it with us, but he want to come over there and kick it. But when you try to go to his show and kick it, he cutting you off and muting you and all this stuff, kicking you out. So Kong wasn't really buying it. So he invited us over to his show to lie to us. He told us that Vic called his mama first. And soon as while we sitting up there, Vic is showing proof that the nigga lying. So I go back to him for him to show me an earlier date. And guess what he do, CC? Lane blocked me from his chat. Mm-hmm. So absolutely, I was on his head. Absolutely. But, it eventually died off. I told you, CC, I don't hold grudges for long. But I am a man of my word. I may not be mad at you no more. But if I told you we can never be what we is or what we had a chance to be again, it's just that. It's just that. So, he inserted himself. I came at him. He didn't really pay too much attention to me because I ain't got no type of clout or nothing. I pissed him off a couple times before he addressed me a few times, but other than that, ain't really rubbed each other, wrong. I ain't studying. I don't like what he stand for. But see, me, the way I look at it, y'all, if I allow somebody to, if I'm obligated, no. If you see me talking about the same person over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, see, I look at that as like a person controlling me. and I don't like to be controlled. So I speak on something, my distaste. I even welcome the conversation so I can chew you out properly. But when I see you too coward to have a conversation after a time period, I back off. I see you, pussy. You don't want to talk about it. You telling me you don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight. Every time I catch you at the corner store, you put your head down and you attempt to walk around me instead of walk to me. So much of that. After so much of that, I'm a realist. I ain't about to keep on trying to bump you and trying to trip you or humiliate you. I move on. I get it. Run, run. It's okay. It's all right. Cool with it. But, what I was expressing to my brother is you can't eat from the cup of Jehovah and eat from the cup of demons. He thinking, like the white folks do, because they white and they privilege. He take their attitude, narcissistic attitude, and he want to adopt it because he black and he feel like he privileged. And we all know a lot of people that feel this way. But see, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. If somebody is presenting themselves to you in this way and you don't like it and you feel like it's unjust, why the hell would you turn around and repeat the same action and claiming it's something different? That's just something I always wanted to know. If these people are wrong, devils and all this other shit, right? If they all this other stuff, right? Why would we take their actions and repeat them? Wouldn't we show them a better way? See, in the hood, we used to say this what real niggas do. This what real niggas do. Oh no, we don't go chase no nigga down, go beat no nigga down over no bitch. Mm-mm. She mine, she'll be back. She get finished having fun, get having a good time, she'll be back. We don't do that. So that's because this dude did it. Cause I, whoop his little thing, and he want to come over my house with the pistol. I'ma turn around and do it to another nigga? No. I'm sitting there laughing with my homies, like, look at this cum drunk nigga. Look at this simp. This nigga ready to lose his life for something that don't even belong to him. Look at him. But then, when the same thing happened to me, I become the simp. No, we don't do that around here, man. No. We don't do that around here. I hate to use the term, y'all, but because I have so much a lack of education, I'm gonna just say that real niggas don't participate. We don't get down that way. Devils and demons all have all the fun. Just saying, join the dark side. It's way more fun than chasing the holy light. I disagree strongly. Strongly, because what they don't tell you about the dark side is that it comes with repercussions. It comes with extra personalities. It comes with extra unwanted spirit friends. And I say unwanted because when you want something, they come in handy. But When you want something, they good to have around. But when you want a peace of mind, when you just want to be left alone, you in trouble. Because it don't work like that. Mm-mm. You let them spirits in, now they run the show. Now they the big kahuna. You ain't nothing but a host. Mm-hmm. But if all you got to do is repent before you die, why not engage with the darkness? Now, see, I'm glad you said that, Slappy, because that's what the world tell you. Yeah, it's a scripture in the Bible that say this, which is this, that, and the other. But see, it's way, way, way most scriptures that say, "He that endures to the end will be saved." To the end. Now, see, you can also point out when Christ seen the dude hanging next to him, and the dude said what he said, and Christ said, you gonna wake up right there with me? See, understand this. Christ had the ability to know the truth. And he know that man really was exercising in him. He know that man didn't have a chance to actually meet him and get to know who he was. So Christ, a splitting image of his father, he decided to give a man an opportunity to find out who he was or who he is when he wake up. I got you when you wake up. That's what they want you to think. Don't believe it though. Don't believe it. You gotta, before you can eat out that bowl, you gotta wash all that dirt. You gotta wash all that old stuff out of that bowl, or you gonna get sick. It's a process. You have to get your heart condition together. You got to get your mind together. You got to unlearn. Christ Jesus kind of told us best. He said that the kingdom of heaven, or you know what he said, to make it there, you must become like these children. See, children are open. Their imagination open. They ask all kind of questions because they don't know. They honestly just don't know. So they ask questions. They find out the answer. They may want to go further into questions, but see, if you know everything, there ain't no place for you in God's kingdom. You notice how you cheat on your girl, you cheat on your wife, you steal, you do all these things that you know God ain't cool with. You notice though, when it rain on everybody else, it still rain on you too. When the sun come out and shine on everybody else, the sun shine on you too. So the provisions that you read in the scripture, these are for people that honestly want to get next to God, that appreciate the breath he gave you. This ain't just for no normal Joes. This ain't for the world. Why you think the scriptures say broad is the road to destruction? Because everybody want to hit Broadway. Was there a person writing his every word while he was hanging there? And why don't no one ever name them other people who hung on a cross? That's interesting to know. That's interesting to know. Well, to the people that don't believe, if you don't believe that the person that the story is about is real, why would you even care about the other people? You wouldn't believe they was real neither. It's like a Disney book. It's like you know that this is a story, and I'm using the word know, and I'm not just pointing you out, Slab. I'm talking to the unbelievers as a whole. You know that this is a story that comes from people that ain't real, or should I say, ain't keeping it real. Uh, you know that this is just entertainment. So when I read the Three Little Bears and I read Goldilocks and I hear about the neighbors that was peeking out the door, I don't really care about the neighbors that was peeking out the door because I know the story is a story tale anyway. I can make up what I want to make up about the neighbors or whatnot because it's all entertainment. Well, yeah, it kind of do. It kind of do, Slap, but it kind of do dismiss the information because the information was never accepted. There is no dismiss it because it was never accepted to dismiss. So it really kind of is, and not because a person want to be stingy with the information, because you made up your mind from the get go. See that word believe. Now, if we had another word besides that, now I could really follow along with your reasoning for the question. But when you say just because one don't believe, that don't mean dismiss the information. That actually that's exactly what it means. Stone Cold, what's good, man? Y'all boys don't want to kick it, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And say, no, it doesn't. If I was to dismiss your info, then we wouldn't ping pong in combo. Yeah, you would because you're a self admitted troll. So why wouldn't you ping pong a conversation? Now, if you talking about somebody normal that wasn't a troll, now that might be accurate, but we talking about Schleffer. Of course you gonna ping pong in it. Come on, I didn't drop the link already, Slapper. Come on up here. Let's hear your voice, youngster. What up, though?
Oh, you already knew I was coming.
Oh yeah, you better be coming.
But shit, now this is what I'm saying, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I don't believe in God, Jesus, or any of the stories doesn't mean I'm going to dismiss the information that comes with it, whether I'm a troll or not, because at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, I could be wrong. And that's what a lot of people of religion kind of seem to forget, that just because we're atheists doesn't mean we don't care about the information or don't find some way to, find an understanding of the information. It's just really, it's never explained in a way that we can grasp on. Like it's always moving the goalpost type of deal where people are just like, all right, like kind of like you did, where you're just like, well, you can't believe it because you didn't believe them in general. You can't say that to somebody because you don't know what their belief system or their thought process is.
Okay. Now, can I reply to what you just said?
Oh yeah, this is your stream. This ain't like on mine. This is yours.
Uh-uh.
We respect your rules here.
Hey, listen, I don't care if it is my stream. You got the same respect I got over here. Ain't no different. Ain't no different. Now check this out. You said I don't know what you believe, right? But what
Yep.
if you already told me what you believe or what you don't believe? Do I know what you believe then?
You know I'm a non-believer, but you don't know how far that goes.
Okay.
Like you don't know if I believe that it's 100% bullshit out of the scriptures, or if it's 95%, or if it's just 2%. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Instead of getting a judge based on conversation, lots of people, yourself included, want to judge just based off what their thoughts of the atheist is.
No, not judge. Just go off of what the person is telling me. Now, I wouldn't call it a judge. I would call it a. I would call
Well,
it a guesstimation.
I'm using judge for lack of a better term.
Okay. Okay. I would call it a. I would call it a. And you'll never hear me claim to get stuff right majority of the time. I would just call it a guesstimation. You know what I'm saying? If a person, oh snap, if a person, uh, if a person tell me that they're lactose intolerant, that they, or I got a better one for you. If a person tell me that they're allergic to fish, I'm going to automatically assume that they're allergic to peanuts too.
But that's not the same as somebody telling you they don't like fish and, still being served fish yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because somebody doesn't like doesn't mean they can't, accept it or won't accept it as a gift. Just, being kind to whoever's giving it. So basically what I'm saying is you're speaking for instead of listening and speaking with.
Okay, now to see, the only reason I'm gonna go along with that slap is because you here. So I know,
I'm gonna have to
I
defend
know you're
myself
right.
and
I know
defend
that's
my way of an atheist.
I know that's a true statement because if it was just totally dead, you definitely wouldn't pull up on me.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
There's levels to this shit.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. There is no right thinking atheists out there that thinks they're better than anybody that follows that book. Like the ones that you meet and interact with that are pieces of shit are just that, piece of shit human beings. But at the end of the day, your average atheist or your average non-believer is looking for a way to believe if it's possible, but doesn't mind living their life knowing that, or feeling like the way that they followed was the right way.
My brothers.
Theism
Yeah.
theism and atheism, that wasn't meant for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
At the end, we
And
just want better
that's all it
information.
is. Like, yeah, and that's all it is. People like atheists are just people that don't follow theism, don't follow the biblical way or the biblical scriptures or stuff like that.
We haven't been given enough of a reason to believe. That's why we don't mind taking part in these little debates.
Mm-hmm.
Well said. Well said. So, did y'all hear me with the point I was making about the wind?
Yeah, but that was, man,
Would
that
you
was
please
stupid.
repeat it? Because I wasn't here for it.
Like, just because you can't see something doesn't that's a shitty argument. And I mean, I'm sorry to put it like that, but it's just like that's a simplified argument for ignorant people.
There you go. Okay. So
But
you
give me
say
one
you
sec.
had, you
I'll
out of
be right back.
elementary school.
Yeah, but give me one sec. I'll be right back.
Okay.
What are you saying about wind?
Well, I ran into a couple guys stream that was saying that they can't believe in something they can't see. And my argument was that I can't see the wind, but I've seen it pick up trucks. I've seen it snatch trees out the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's a false equivalency to whatever you're trying to put forth, though, because I'm pretty sure you're trying to equate that to some existence.
I'm equating that to the people that don't believe in the spirit realm.
Wind has nothing to do with the spirit realm.
It has a lot to do with the spirit realm.
Teach me.
Well, what do you breathe?
I breathe oxygen and exhale carbon. What's your point?
You say you breathe in oxygen and exhale carbon.
That's what I said.
So you breathe air, right?
Basically, yeah.
How?
Inhale, exhale.
How?
You want me to get scientifically deep into this shit?
Well, for you to inhale and exhale, right? Let's say you don't inhale and exhale for a whole 5 minutes.
I'm just trying to convolute a very simple.
Huh?
I think you're
Hey,
trying
background noise. Background noise.
Somebody
to Bubba Stern tea. Yes. But I think you're trying to convolute an otherwise simple explanation for the wind.
convolute another simple explanation.
I think
Well,
that's what you're doing when you're trying to use wind power as I guess
well, see what
your
I'm trying to put on the floor is this. My beliefs is that I have the oxygen I have in me comes from the person that created the first man. The air
So where
that
does
I have
your
in me,
where does your duodenum come from?
huh?
Where does your duodenum come from?
Your duodenum.
Duodenum.
I don't know what that is.
It's inside your body. It's one of many things inside your body that a lot of people have no clue that's in there. Don't know the function or the purpose of it. Just know, it's inside your body. So, like, where did that come from?
What do it do?
Functions.
or your
See,
appendix.
but basically, the reason I'm asking you that question is because
This is the
it's the
question.
equivalent. It's the equivalent of asking that oxygen question. If you don't have a scientific value to explain
There
it
we
as, what
go.
real
There
good
we
is it?
go.
That's what I'm saying. When you brought it, I
Go
wasn't
ahead.
trying to be mean, but it was kind of one of those idiotic statements that people use because it's something that can't be proven, disproven. It's just, it sounds good.
There we now listen.
I'm
Now
not to
listen.
say what I'm
Now,
slapping.
I was
face,
hoping
but
that he
no.
did that. I was hoping that he cut
Prove it.
through the red tape. Now listen. You use the word scientific, right?
Here we go with this.
Oh, we got to go
Scientific
here.
people are also religious,
We have
right?
to go here because you said something was idiotic. I'm about to give you an example, or should I say, I want to put on the floor what you call idiotic.
Hey, have at it. It's your stream. Like, I shouldn't be allowed to, run your show. You're the host. So.
Listen. What you thought, it wasn't that. It is what it is. We doing this. We having a conversation.
Yeah, I know.
Really?
That's how I said. Like at the end of the day, I'm going to act a certain way because this is your panel, this is your show, this is your stream. Just like I would expect to be able to do so on mine, I'm going to do over here.
You run yours the way you run yours. I'm run mine this way. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I just said right there.
You listen.
You don't realize that I'm showing a certain level of respect just because of where I'm at instead of who I'm talking to. I'm not going to come into your house and put my feet on your table just because you're doing it.
That's all good. That's all good. But see, we're in the clubhouse right now.
Right. Regardless, it's still yours. Regardless of where it's at, what it is. If I'm on anything of your property, I'm going to act accordingly, just like you would if you was going into a business area.
You to be as comfortable as I'm comfortable.
I am. That's what I'm telling you. I'm comfortable as fuck, abiding by the rules. Like I'm basically a Luciferian. I'm basically like that. If I can't fuck with your rules, then I'm gonna leave. I'm not gonna stay there. That's a Luciferian rule. It's in their 10 commandments.
Now listen, you use the term scientific. The brother Stone used the term he breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon, right? Now you get those terms from a book, right?
Not in the same way that people do with religion.
Hold up. Hey, Slapper, you checked me about that before. Let's
that wasn't a question. I was stating I was basically stating yes, but not in the same fashion that they try to read religion in. Yeah.
Okay, so you said yes, right? So
like basically you're reading it wrong.
Okay. Now, what I'm saying to you, I got from a book.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's what I was just explaining to you. But see, you got a book that doesn't define, where we have books that define and tell you the mistakes and where they was able to, fix the mistakes and how it came to the ultimate conclusion. How it goes from hypothesis to scientific theory.
What up, though, Brizzle?
What's good, Bree?
If you talk, we can't hear you. Question, Curl.
Huh?
Can I ask you a real philosophical question?
A real philosophical question.
Yes, sir.
Let's try it.
What do you think about hell?
Mm, the I think it's the grave.
If I can expound on my question, how do you think hell affects spirits who are not in their human shells, which have nerve endings, which are capable of feeling pain? How do you feel about spirits being subjected to a world where they're technically not supposed to feel physical pain because they're not in their shells anymore? I mean, what's the legitimacy of the concept of hell in your opinion when it relates to basically every law of physics that we
Mm,
know about?
that's a good question, Stone. Well, first of all, hell is a translation from the term from the names Sheol and Hades,
I
right?
don't want the translation. I want to know what you think about the
You,
legitimacy
you
of
gotta let
sending
me
people to hell.
you gotta let me explain.
Because the whole reason I'm asking is because once I started putting two and two together, spirits are not capable of feeling any physical pain. And hell, as we've been preached to all our lives, is all about physical pain. So that concept right there is where religion first lost me. Because it
Okay.
ceased to make sense when it came to the laws of physics. So what I'm basically asking you is how do the laws of physics come how do the laws of physics, and excuse me, I'm a little tipsy, how do they match up with the claim that you're going to go to hell one day if you're a sinner and suffer and living in pain and torture for the rest of eternity?
Okay. So I'm gonna get finished answering your question. First of all, the definition you got from hell for hell ain't biblical.
I got it from the Bible.
Yeah, you got that. You got those terms from a Bible, but you didn't get hell from a Bible.
I sure did. What are you talking about? Who else preaches about hell except the Bible? Where else
Preachers,
does it come from?
preachers.
Preachers who read from the Bible, sir.
No, it don't come from the Bible, sir.
What are you talking about? Every fucking
You
day.
know, if y'all argue over this, y'all are really going to step away from answering the question in full.
Oh no, I ain't gonna let him step away from this one.
No, it's gonna naturally happen. It's like answering a question with a question. So instead of trying to get to the point of where hell came from or whether it's in the book or not, why not just answer the question of if
Well,
you believe
because
there's
No, I'm
like hold
sorry.
on,
It
hold on,
was
hold on.
my own
If
personal interest.
but like if you
if
believe,
I get a chance to answer the question,
uh,
he would understand that his definition from hell for hell is
but
not
that's the
my
thing I was
definition
talking
for hell.
about that with Mongoose. You're doing the same thing Mongoose was doing, where you're explaining things that people didn't ask, and all they're trying to do is figure out, like, basically, what's the point of what's the point of being all good and dandy and shit if you're gonna die and go to heaven and it's gonna be nothing but harmony, but if you die and go to hell, it's gonna be pain, like you're still in your physical shell. All the nerves and everything is still gonna be burning.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
That's all I was
okay.
trying to
So
ask.
listen. If somebody asks me a question, I should be allowed to finish saying what the fuck I'm saying before somebody interrupt me, right?
I'm not doing anything we haven't
But
discussed
I'm not
before.
interrupting nobody. I'm letting
I'm,
everybody
I'm not
talk.
I'm not doing anything we haven't discussed,
I
King.
haven't even got halfway through with what I'm saying, so you can understand where I'm coming from.
Okay, well,
They
I'm
got a
not doing
point.
anything.
Philosophical
Now,
breakdown.
hold on, 1 second. You can get your little pissy attitude and all this fuck shit
I'm
if you
not
want, but at the
busy,
end of the
man.
day, at the end
Just
of the
because
day,
you
me
got
and you
curse
both sat
words
here.
don't mean
Okay,
I'm
so you're not
busy.
willing to listen. Like I said, at the end of the day,
We're
you asked
grown
me.
men.
At the end
I'm
of the
not
day,
busy,
you asked
man.
me
No,
specifically to do
hold up,
something.
hold up. Let me stop you right there. Because you going somewhere I'm not trying to go. I am not pissy. I am not pissed off in the least.
Never said that. Never said that.
I said a curse word. I'm
Not pissed off
expressing
either. I
myself.
just
Yo, King Pearl,
Listen.
King
It's
Pearl,
not.
I'm
It's not.
doing what we discussed on that stream that got deleted. That's all I'm doing. But when you want to be a little bitch, carry on. I'm gonna go on mute
Listen.
myself.
That's why I'm trying to get you to stop going where you going. I am not pissy.
Man, just carry on the conversation because I didn't say nothing about you being pissy. I'm saying you
Just
doing some
said
real
it, man.
bitch made attitude shit, pissy attitude
I
shit. That's
don't
it. I'm
have an
not saying I'm not.
attitude, man. Just
Okay. Well,
read.
you know what? My apologies. I
This is
forgot. I
me.
forgot where I was
Just
at and who
read
I was
what I
talking
was
to. So
doing.
my apologies for misrepresenting and misreading you. Carry on with the conversation, please.
Thank you.
please answer my question.
Hell ain't the same as hell to you, to me. It's a translation that the Catholic Church, the Jesuit order, turned into what they wanted it to be. Hell is and have never been a torture place where the devil lives and where he's threatened to get put at for the rest of eternity.
I don't understand, Curl. So you're saying we didn't read from the same Bible growing up?
We
Which
didn't.
which
We
scripture
probably
talks
didn't.
about hell?
Say that again, Christ Council.
I'm asking which scripture mentions hell.
That's why I was gonna go to next, but I wanted to try to get my perspective out so they can understand where I'm coming from, so they won't think I'm trying to just jump around.
Some people have lack of a better understanding or lack of a better term for things. That's why I tried to jump in for Stone and say that whole detriment about hell all itself, because he's talking about a fire and brimstone hell that a lot of people have heard of. Am I mistaken, Stone?
Not at all.
I've heard
Okay,
that term
so
too, but it's
yeah,
not.
so when it came to that, all I was trying to do was jump in and say, that basically that realm that people know of that exists, whether they believe it's fire and brimstone or not, it's just a realm that exists. Like basically, what's the
Didn't do
purpose of it?
nothing wrong, brother. You didn't do nothing wrong.
I'm
Now,
speaking on something common.
now
Something
the
that we
question
will,
I'm asking is
will grow up.
which scripture is this that Stone's talking about? So
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
Stone, what scripture you talk
scripture.
about? Since we all
I
read
don't.
from the same Bible, I mean
No,
it
I
should
don't
be
know
real
per
easy.
scripture. It's been a long time
And
since I've been.
I got to jump in right there.
What can I
That is
look
one of
up
the
on
hardest things.
Google
Like
so I
it
can
took me
find
about
this
4 or
scripture?
5 tries to get the scripture that B-Dub has tattooed on him.
Yeah,
It's hard to fucking memorize and read them scriptures, and he told me exactly which one it was. My fault.
yeah. Despite the fact that I've been reading, I was reading the Bible for a lot of years. Right now is not a good time for me to even try and just and give you an exact scripture and verse. I just know it's been mentioned quite a bit, and I've had to deal with it as a fear mongering tactic, as a recruiting tactic.
We all had.
Christianity in particular, the religion I grew up on. I can't speak for other religions or what they do to recruit people. I know that when Christians try to recruit people, the standard pro forma argument is usually you can get with us or you can be doomed to hell for eternity.
Mm-hmm. So I was trying to explain to you, Stone, that's not a biblical truth. It's a lie.
So there's no concept of hell ever mentioned in the Bible. Come
No.
on, boy.
No, sir.
So why
In
do
the
Christians
Bible,
believe? Okay, so based on that, why do Christians believe that they'll go to hell if they sin and are not forgiven?
because they don't read their Bible, Stone. They listen to the preacher instead of reading their Bible.
So the preacher is the one in charge of giving the message of
Absolutely.
do this or you'll go to hell.
Absolutely.
You know how badly that represents your religion?
It's not my religion, sir. It's a religion.
Well, I'm just saying, it don't have to be yours. I'm just saying, you're speaking on behalf of a very common practice.
I'm a believer in Christ, brother. I don't know about your Christian belief, but that's not me.
I don't have any Christian beliefs. I just know what I was raised.
That makes two of us, sir.
There are Faucis in the Christian community as well.
Say that again, CC.
I said there are Faucis in the Christian community as well. It's not just the science community.
Some of them do believe, yeah, and it is kind of tricky, but most of them don't.
They got awards and medals and critically acclaimed, but they're Fauci's in the Christian community just as well as there is in the science community, and people take their word over anything else.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about it is the science and fucking religious, they don't They don't oppose each other.
Not no more.
Never.
Well, if you talking about Christian, no, of course not.
No, just religion in general. Like,
Really?
there's never been somebody. Well, I can't say never, but like people were believing in higher powers and stuff, and still believing in science. Still to this day, every scientist or every well-known scientist, they're not an atheist. That's what I'm saying. It's not a world that fits it. Only reason it causes a conflict because it explains things in detail that otherwise are just brushed over in other, other statements. Like,
Well,
where's the exact lands of all this stuff that's taking place? If you could get the exact lands, you could get the right measurements, you could get the right atmosphere, shit like that. And that's all science is, the atmosphere, the fucking dirt, the minerals, that shit. It's not saying that, oh, well, this is this, so that's not. No, they fall into the same shit.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what science used to be. Science used to be a means to an end, an end to a long drawn out conversation. Meaning, we get whatever we need to prove or disprove this theory. Well, see, it ain't that no more. It ain't been that for a long time.
When did it change, and how did it This is new information to me. Because, no bullshit, you go back in time, you'll see the religious wars and the shit like that, where people who were studying science and was able to disprove certain things were being killed off. But it was never meant to. It was never made to be basically what you're stating. It's it's just as evil as religion, just as friendly as religion. Like, they hold not the same values as far as a higher power, but all it is a search for an answer.
I lost the plot on that explanation myself. Science is more or less a means to a conclusion, not an end.
How does it work? That's science. Like I asked Richard Duardman, that's something that would be explained through science. Just like some things are explained through law. It's a whole completely different language. That doesn't mean that law and fucking criminals shouldn't be able to, coincide together. That just means all the information's there for better understanding. Try to figure shit out.
You know what, Slapper? I wish what you saying right now was 100% fact. But if we go back and look in the archives, bro, the people in the scientist community have been trying to prove the religious community wrong for a very
then why
long
are there
time.
still people in the science community trying to find God himself? God itself. That's what I'm saying. People have been trying to find God in the science world since they first heard of God, since they first got introduced to this concept of God. Not trying to say it wasn't, they want to just simply find. That's what I'm saying. There's no war between science and religion. It's never been no war between science and religion. One is an understanding, one is just a belief, or one is a way of believing through, somebody's words or something. More of just being told instead of seeing the fruits of the labor.
Well, the only reason it ain't no war is because science has failed to create a war.
They wasn't trying to create wars. That's what you're missing. They was trying to find an answer to a solution, just like they was trying to find if 2 and 2 really equals 4. That's all science is, just trying to figure out how things work. There was no reason for a war. There was nobody saying, oh, you have to believe or you can't believe in God, so we're going to kill you. It went the other way around. They was like, you have to believe in this God or we're going to kill you.
I don't want to be rude to Slapper, but science has been able to conclude a hell of a lot more and prove a hell of a lot more than religion ever has.
Now that's your opinion.
That's not an interpretation. That's shit you can actually.
My opinion would be the opposite.
Because when it comes to religion and when it comes to the Bible and when it comes to everything related, all you have to go on really is belief. Belief is an individual construct. Belief is not a vox populi kind of thing, because otherwise there would be no non-believers. You see what I'm saying? There wouldn't be a need for non-believers. Everybody would just get on board.
Like, do you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is? He's not an atheist either. He does not. He doesn't. He could appear, but he does not.
No. I say he a character to me.
Oh, but
he does not.
He does not subscribe to the atheist theory or the agnostic theory. Like, he's just somebody. He believes in a higher power. He's just an astrophysicist. he would, you know, and when you think about astrophysicists, that means you out in space and shit. You seeing shit that we don't get to see with our regular eyes through telescopes and shit like that. So at the end of the day, if you're seeing shit that we can't, if you're basically in the bottom of the ocean looking at all the fucking wildlife that's down there, like, you know, you get to see the uniqueness of the universe. And just because you have the tools to get answers, it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to mean that you have the tools to definitely say something or somebody does or doesn't exist.
If you don't
That's what I'm
mind,
saying.
Pearl,
There was never a war.
Could you please reiterate your position on belief, Curl? If you don't mind.
I believe in Jesus. I believe in the one that sent him.
That by default makes you a Christian.
No, it don't.
No, that just makes him a believer.
No, it don't.
Like not a Christian, but a believer of a higher source, a higher power, and a way of, you know, a rule set that was here.
Damn, is my screen dark?
Yay!
Like, if you wasn't a believer, then we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Hey, does anybody know when the word of God was created?
Like, nah, not off the top. Man, you know niggas is high as shit. Niggas can't give no answers off the top of the head.
Hey,
And
you
I
know
ain't
the
looking
word-
at you.
Blaze, like, don't you know, shit like
I asked because the word God isn't as old as we think it is.
I didn't think so. Like, Yahweh came before God, didn't it?
Right. Do you know Jesus is not his actual name?
Yeah.
No, there was. I'm sure there was somebody named Jesus.
You know why Jesus is not his actual name?
Because Jay didn't exist.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah,
I'm saying,
Yeshua.
like, I wouldn't doubt that there
That's
was
an
somebody
old
here.
trick.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't doubt there was somebody here named Jesus that people was following. That's what it's. How do you stop somebody from faking being a prophet, even if a real prophet's walking the lands?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It was that, you know, that was happening, Slapper, and I don't remember them ever doing nothing to the fake prophets.
Hey, y'all
But that's
rolling
what I'm
up over
saying.
there?
So, as far as
I
the
believe
Jesus goes, like, I'm trying to stick up for y'all book. There's a strong possibility that there was a Jesus around that motherfuckers really made
No,
contact
see,
with.
I mean,
the only thing I need, if you go back in retrospect, the person that created the J, Slapper, I would lean, if I wasn't a believer, I would lean more what you saying right now. Because if you check out the guy that created the J, his name makes the J sound first and last name.
Like,
And
in a colloquial sense, yes.
and it starts with a
Right.
G.
like, how many years did it take for that Bible to be put together? It wasn't done in like 3 years. It was done over a series of years. So in between, that's what I'm saying. There's that strong possibility that some of them stories you get, the reason it's a J is because they finally finished writing it and translating it to where they needed it to be, you know, when the J was invented.
See, A Slapper, when we talk about Hebrew and we talk about Greek, or let's just stick to Hebrew and Aramaic. See, their words mean things. You feel what I'm saying? Though their words have weight, have actual number properties, have expressions to them. They actually mean things, right?
Mhm.
So when you talk about the spirit behind the name, when you talk about the spirit of the creator, if he wants you to know something, nothing he created can stop that information from getting to you. Nothing. Now check it out. Look at this Bible. Look at how many people that claim they believe in the Bible. And look how many people of those people don't even know what's in the Bible. See, Christ said they worship the Father with their mouths, not with their heart.
At the end of the day, how can you know what's really in the Bible when the Bible has been changed so many times over?
Well, because I don't believe it has. I believe it has. I believe that many attempts have been made to change things in it, but if you don't know what's in there, how can you change anything? They took the name of God out the Bible over 7,000 times. So that in itself is proof that it's been tampered with. But see, once again, they took the name of God out. But see, God's prophets hold his name in their names. The name Jesus holds God's name within his name. So even though they took
How
that
so?
name out the Bible,
Wait, how so?
when you say Jeremiah, when you say Yahshua, you're saying, when you say Jesus, you're saying Jehovah is salvation. When you say Jonah, you're saying Jehovah has hidden. See, all those Hebrew names mean something. And if you see that like Noah, when you hear that at the end, God's name is within their name. All of his prophets, all of his prophets
Because of
have
a
his name.
suffix?
Can I jump in and say some high shit?
Go ahead.
Like, all right, you said that you don't believe the book was translated. I mean, you don't believe it was changed, and then you went back and
No, I
said,
did tell you it's been changed.
yeah, no, you after because at first Stone said something along the lines of this book been changed many a times throughout the years, and you said I don't believe it has been. Then you
No,
started speaking, and then you said it
what I
has.
meant, Slapper, is that the communication that was meant to get to us, they couldn't tamper with that.
But they did, because didn't it start in like Latin or something?
No. Let me get it like this. No, it started with you talking about the translations. It actually started with the Greek.
German text, too.
I think you're trying to say that the general message hasn't changed. Is that where you're going?
Yeah, like they messed around with the neighborhood, but they couldn't take the spirit out the neighborhood. Like the message was still delivered despite the tampering. It's like it's nothing that they could do to stop the message from being made manifest, because the words say that the good news of the kingdom will be heard throughout the whole earth for a witness to the nations, and then the end will come. The end can't come without the word, the good news being known first.
Good news. Okay, about that good news. Do you know the Bible advocates for slavery?
Oh, wait. Sorry. Man, fuck that slavery shit. We all know that.
What's up, Truth Deserver?
Like, sorry to cut you off, Stone, but you said the end times, the end of the world? Like, did you, did I mishear you, or were you saying,
what did he say?
like,
What did he say?
No, I'm talking about you. I could have
Oh, what?
you
Say
said, you said, what did you just say before Stone started talking about the end of the world?
The end of the world?
Or the end times coming, or when the words, like, they can't change the message, whatever.
Oh, I said that the good news of the kingdom would be heard in the whole entire inhabited earth.
And then what you say after that?
For a witness to all the nations.
I could have sworn you said,
and then the end will come.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I find contradictory. How could you?
Yeah, when has there ever been
a love for the Lord as a slave?
Say that again.
It's been opposed on you.
Say that one more time.
Slavery was different back then.
Well, we are slaves right now.
Yeah, we slaves right now in this country.
You got a birth certificate?
Expound.
You got a social security card?
Oh boy, you're another one of them, huh?
No,
but yeah,
slavery.
That's
what it is,
factual, brother.
That's 100% what it is.
Though. That's just the actual factual.
That's
slavery back then was like having a roommate, though. Slavery back then, you had to take care of that human. You didn't just beat the fuck out of him and treat him as nothing. So slavery was different back in biblical times than it was in the times of.
But see, Slapper, listen. Despite what they telling us here, it was just like that in the early. It was like that before they switched everything over to, man.
But it's a different code. I mean, it's a different rules for like.
Hey y'all, why is my screen black, y'all?
I can hear you.
No, I'm talking about the screen. I'm looking at it on my TV, and the screen is black.
You need a new TV.
No, I don't need no new TV.
Let me check here.
Stop buying from Walmart. That's all.
Mm-mm. I got this one from a clucker, and
Told
it
you to leave
shows
that.
Oh
just
yeah, no,
fine.
you good.
Don't you
You
leave that
good on the
half face
YouTube.
alone.
Yeah, on the YouTube, you're still live, and I can still see your face. It's just your window showing instead of all of everybody else's.
Wow.
So probably because you probably hit something not paying attention, and it just put
You
your
still
screen.
good on YouTube, Curl?
But yeah, so yeah,
Inside
ain't
Curl.
the
nothing to
stage,
worry
I
about.
can inside the stage, I can see everybody.
Dog, I just got a black screen, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, I just checked it out on YouTube. You good?
Wow.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay, okay. I had it on pause, man.
Yeah,
There you go. Well,
Oh, hell nah. Okay, I got it
you'll
together,
be
y'all.
worrying about
Got
that
it together.
screen anyway. Carry on.
Got it together, y'all.
Christ. There you go.
There we go. Hey, y'all rolling up over there? Y'all about to make me roll up
Nigga, I
another one.
already got one in the air. Like,
Oh no.
yeah, you know I can't have this conversation sober, nigga.
I'm about
Fuck
to roll
that.
up another one right now. There.
You said, shit, man, what happened to I thought you did that on the 30-second countdown.
Yeah.
Oh, I already finished that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about
Oh,
to get
damn.
another one.
Boy,
But
is that
yo, hey, yo,
Thunderline?
Slap, and this is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about earlier today, man. I was in a class yesterday talking about this, and
Yeah,
the
I know what
more
you're saying.
stuff that I learned inside there, like we still slaves here in this country right now. The fact that we pay taxes, the fact, and there's a way to get around all of that. Of course, you know, like they will try to mock being sovereign or being a national, or hell, even if you move here from another country and you a DACA or whatever else, you get a lot of those same privileges that people born inside this country as a U.S. citizen or an employee of the United States don't get access to. So like ain't none of that stuff ever change.
Yep. Hey, they AA Stone, they had the number code. White and black people. They had proof of birth. When you born in this country, you got to have that proof of birth, man. Gotta let you know you belong to this country. Ain't you know it sound harsh, but that's just it's a reality though.
Hey.
But we back here, y'all, where almost 300 years ago, a little over 200 years ago, these people promised that there was going to be 3 world wars, and there was going to be a race war, and there was going to be a war between atheists and Christianity. And here we are. We see it. We see it manifesting itself every day. We
Yeah,
get on this
holy
platform, we say the
wars.
wrong thing to each other. We up here fighting, you know what I'm saying? Like, like we was meant to be.
We've seen holy wars since the beginning. I'm not saying that's not true.
But see, that's why I'm trying to get you to understand now, Stone. These people have been periodically through time. See, they don't think in 5, 10 years like we do, 20 years. They think 50, 100 years at a time. These people have been making this thing, have been feeding this beast for a long time. That's why you see the all of a sudden concern about so-called black lives. I'm 44 years old. Oh, I've never seen this type of concern, man, growing up.
Well,
I never seen
do
these.
you deny that we needed it for this long?
Yeah, we damn sure needed it like 50 years ago. You know, when the people were supposed to be losing their lives and fighting in the civil rights and all that stuff, we needed it starting then. But
I'll
see,
agree with you on that.
we learned that whole civil rights fiasco was all a play to bring along this QB Y LBQ Dang. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
What
LGBTQ
the fuck? What? Well, hold up.
A plus.
Hold up. You, you're trying to
Come
make
on
a
with it,
connection.
Stone. What?
Now you're trying to make a connection between civil rights and LGBT. I mean,
You say am I
I guess
trying?
I guess to an extent it makes sense in these days and times. Where the civil rights movement started had nothing to do with the gays. I'm lost. I'm just lost, man.
Stone,
I
stone,
like
stone, stone,
turtles, man.
stone.
I like turtles.
Forgive me. I'm just lost. I missed the plot.
Hey, that's all right. You with me now, brother? You with me now? I know it sounds a little foreign to you, but I'm gonna show you why. Periodically, I'm gonna show you why I came up with that. You know why I said that, and you know how I feel
Well,
about that.
you tried to make the assertion that the civil rights movement is what?
No, hey, I'm way past assertion. I'm like I'm like a step ahead of it. Like that's what it was all about. Answer me this, Stone. Since Martin Luther King, Malcolm X them died, have you seen any changes in the black communities? Have
I've
you seen
seen
any
shit get
changes?
worse since then.
Huh?
I've seen shit get way worse since then.
You seen stuff get way worse, right?
I've seen the decline of the black family since then.
You
Yeah.
okay, come on, come on. Now check it out, Stone. Now you seen that. Now you remember how long ago Malcolm them supposed to died, right?
Yes.
Now let's check this out. Let's just go about 5 years ago. How many laws have you seen get passed in behalf of this movement versus us who supposed to went to war with the government back in the 60s with Malcolm them? How many things have you seen being rearranged with for these people in hours, days?
Yeah, like the AAPI.
They've made a lot of accommodations for those people in the past few years. Yeah.
Hey, dude, you cannot call a gay person gay
No.
and it not be a hate crime.
If you raise your
You
voice
can't
at
do
an
much of
Asian
anything
person,
nowadays without being considered a hate crime. That's a fact.
they got the AAPI, the anti-Asian hate thing. They got their laws passed in 4 months.
Don't forget about A Stone. I know you seen my screen where the LHB the people talked about how they gonna sodomize our sons and shit out in the street. That's written in Congress. I know
That
you
happened
seen
on
that.
that happened on your stream.
Oh, this is written in Congress right now.
So,
This is congressional shit I'm talking about.
so
Talking about
Congress,
sodomizing our sons, dude.
so Congress has dictated that do you know how many states sodomy is still illegal in?
You ain't hearing what I'm saying. You ain't hearing what I'm saying, Stone. These people made the proclamation that they will slit our throats and take our lifeless body and sodomize it.
See your ear, Briz.
And Congress dictated this.
They actually, it's actually, what am I trying to say, CC? It's actually
Big words
passed
are hard, ain't they?
through Congress.
Be back.
Now I get what you're saying, King.
I don't. He's trying to say Congress has legislated
Help
sodomy.
Stone understand what I'm trying to say.
Hey, like it's been written and being pushed through Congress now.
No, as of 13,
As an acceptable practice. I think he's trying to paint it out as a threat.
it is a threat. Let me go get this thing on my Gmail right quick, man. Hold
He's not trying to sodomize you. What's
Let
a
me look
man?
at this thing. See if I can find it.
Be Rizzle.
Oh, you know what?
I don't mean to be it. Just like I'm just trying to figure it out.
I do better than that. Hold up, I got it on my my channel. Hold up.
Oh man.
Slapper, comment.
I'm gonna put it up on the
Nambler.
screen, Stone. What I'm talking about.
Nambler, whatever it's called. Those grown men who talk about the pure sexes and yeah, no.
No,
So
no, it say
Is that what you're
the
talking about?
homosexual, the gay agenda.
yeah, no. I was saying with them people,
Oh yeah, I know what you're
the
talking about
Nambler people. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like you're talking about something that they're trying to push through Congress that they've been trying forever, and it only gets so far, and then they're just like, "What the fuck?" and smack it down.
Yeah,
Oh,
they trying to make pedophilia okay.
they
Is that what
finally
you're
didn't
talking
smack
about, or
it
you on
down.
another
Slap.
page?
They did it in '87, and it got passed through in the 2000s.
Yeah, but I don't think it makes it. Like I think they could only ever get so far with it because it falls in the pedo world, sodomy and pedophilia.
Hold up, y'all. I'm looking for it still.
How does that go with the what you call it? Like you were saying, no.
Damn.
homosexual.
I'm not here to bash you. I'm always looking for some type of understanding, some type of information.
Oh, I'm here to bash. Fuck that.
Yeah, I ain't no gay basher.
I am. You can take a dick. You can take a joke.
Damn. Maybe it's on my other channel.
People need to be. People need to stop being afraid to speak on gay people. Like they.
Yeah, I wouldn't say afraid, but they showed me enough slapper to know that they feel like when you get a person that give you the impression like they feel like they doing something wrong, it ain't nothing you got to say.
Yeah, it is. Miss me with that bullshit. Cause you ain't special. That's what you said. These motherfuckers is running wild right now. These motherfuckers gave them a pass to run wild right now. That's
Yeah.
it. Because
Yep.
nobody wants to stand up and be like, nah, this shit ain't right. Unless it comes to that weird shit you was just talking about when they trying to touch on the little kids. Other than that, they let motherfuckers, pass all these weird laws, not realizing that they giving up their own freedoms just to let these motherfuckers act like they happy. You can't please a motherfucker that's confused by dicks going in them. Like, motherfucker don't know which way is up and down.
I'm
I'm
talking
not
to
speaking
somebody
for
who
all of them.
thinks that
I'm speaking for
religion
the
has
ones that's over
disproven
here trying to
science.
change
I'm still
laws.
waiting on an explanation.
Damn.
Like, as a black
When the
man in
fuck did
America,
that
you should be comfortable speaking freely about gays, just like they are freely speaking about you because of your skin color.
Yep.
That's why I don't hold my tongue. So,
That's a fact, but hey, that
Hello?
ain't the reality. You get your
I be
ass
gay
locked up.
bashing
Hello?
verbally. Like, I don't go whoop nobody ass because they gay, but
What's wrong?
I'm going to treat any homosexual out there like any other human I treat out there
Damn.
because I don't give a fuck who you fucking. At the end of the day, if
Can you
I
give
was
me
to meet
my
your
rose?
wife, King, I would treat her with a certain level of respect because that's what we are taught to do as kids. You treat the man's lady with a certain level of respect. You don't go out of your way to please and all this extra shit. You don't go the mile. You just do the simple shit. Treat them as an equal. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what, you need to do with these gays. Treat them as equals and let them see, oh, you're human too. You're not something special because you got dick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on board of people that, I refuse to hold my tongue to please these motherfuckers when we ain't never had a real fair shot just because of our skin color here in America.
Well, it's really the skin color around the world. It's the
Yeah,
program in America, but you go around the world, you find out that
yeah,
it's
yeah.
everywhere.
No, I know. I just speak for the place that I'm at that's
Yeah.
being affected by it. Like, fuck Africa and their shit. Fuck Uganda and Afghanistan and all them places. Like, I'm gonna speak for the fuck shit that's going on here because it's unfair. There's no
Well,
reason that anybody should have the right to make you lose your livelihood because their feelings got hurt in the conversation that they wasn't even part of.
Kemet don't mean shit to what's going on outside my front door.
Basically.
mm, that look a whole lot better. Bree, why you so quiet, man? What's up, man? You got the baby?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm trying to quiet them down and stuff
Oh,
like
okay,
that. I got them
okay.
quiet down for the most part. No, I'm
That's what
just
I gotta
listening.
go do, man.
You
I'm
know what
being
I'm saying? I'm just
engaged,
listening.
man. I got to split. I really wanted to stay longer. Y'all fucking have a good night, man.
All right, Stone.
Hey, if
Yeah.
I don't be back tomorrow, Stone, I'll be back the day after that, man. I'm gonna have a little more info for you on that statement I made that you ain't really that conclusion that me tying those two things in with each other. I'm gonna show you why I came up with my conclusion.
All right, man. I'll look for you, cuz.
All right, man. You be peaceful, brother.
Shit, you,
Peace, don't.
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, see, I've seen I've been in a couple battle slapper, and it's like it's too easy because these people without knowing tell you that they having a guilty conscience or I'm gonna just put it like this, man. If I was one of them dudes, I wouldn't care what nobody think or say about me. You understand what I'm saying? What
Yeah.
you what you say about a gay person, if I was gay, what you say about a gay person, it would be the equivalent of you talking about somebody fat and I'm a fat person. I wouldn't give two shits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get that. That's why I say
I
there
wear
shouldn't be
like
no.
a mink
That's why
coat.
I say I refuse to hold my tongue for these motherfuckers. Like, if you can't take a good joke based on your sexuality, then
Mhm.
fuck you. Toughen
Yeah,
up. Go hit
it's a
the gym
little
or something.
pathetic out here right now. It's
Yeah,
pathetic now.
that's
Don't
all
get
I'm
me
saying.
wrong.
But yeah, I'm not saying go out there and beat somebody up because they're gay. No, I'm not with that. I'm not with you
Or
just
go
beating
chase
anybody
somebody
ass for no
down,
reason.
telling them they gay and they know they
Yeah,
gay.
no, yeah,
Yeah,
like don't do that. But
yeah,
as far as fucking walking on eggshells just because there's a gay person around and you feel like you have something funny or
right.
something legitimate to say, no,
Yeah,
you speak because we're in a country that allows it.
yeah.
That's what
And
I'm saying.
look,
The more that we shut up and let these motherfuckers dictate, how we can speak, the more
mhm.
rights we're gonna lose in a country that has it written in law that we can do certain things. That's what I'm
And,
saying. You have the right to offend a motherfucker. They don't have the right to whoop your ass.
mhm. You
It's
know, they
fucked
didn't
up.
took comedians can't even be comedians no more, man.
Nope.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They took
People got to
all the
stand up
fun out of
against
that.
that shit.
Yep. They gave Dave Chappelle his last little rodeo, and they taking that away.
Yep.
He got to make
It's
his
all a
last
ritual.
little gesture in court before they shut that thing down.
It's all ritual, man. They knew that was the plan from the get go. To wind everybody up, and then have this guy say something offensive, so these petty motherfuckers can make some more
Mm-hmm.
laws, protecting them and what people say about them. It's pathetic out here, man.
But that's just to follow the old world. The new world order's coming.
Right, right. It's all a repeat. It's all a repeat. That's just the fact of the matter, man. It's all a repeat. It's called New World, but it's old world shit.
Mm-hmm.
Old world stuff, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I respect any man, but that I ain't buying. I ain't going, and I ain't spending my money on it. I ain't buying
Same.
it.
Now, Slap, you understand what we talk about?
We got an overstanding now, right? Hey, y'all, I'm about to hop in the shower, man. I appreciate you boys keeping me company. I gotta go. I gotta go to the hospital tomorrow and hang out for a while. So I don't know if I'm gonna be back in time to do the dance. But you know, if I get back in time and if I ain't slept too hard up in that hospital, man, or if
There you go. And Ken thought we was just getting started, nah.
shit, I gotta try to make sure I'm up in Adam tomorrow, man. My baby got a field trip and I gotta hit this hospital up tomorrow.
Oh yeah, man. Get it in, man.
I wanted to hang out a little bit while longer, man, but I ain't even hopped in the shower yet. I wanted to hop in the shower before I even.
Man, you got way more important shit to do, so we can dig it.
I want to try to get in. Any one of you fellas get something going, man. I'm gonna try to get in, man. If I get in, I just sit up there, man, until I hit a red light or something, man. Because the only time I'm gonna have to get in is when I'm in that car, because I can't do it. I can't talk up in the hospital.
Okay.
Right.
But if I get it, you know, if y'all get something going, man, I'm gonna go ahead and chime in. I just sit on that boy until I do get a chance to, you know.
All right, well, yeah, chat room's always open too, so you can type. We understand.
Hey, I appreciate y'all showing up for me, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to push this other channel, man, because this one about dead, man. I didn't mess this channel up, man. I didn't get too many strikes on it in a little amount of time, man.
Hey, man, run it into the ground, man.
Yeah, I am. We're gonna get a little down and dirty over here, man. We're gonna ride him till the wheels fall off, then come back at it about a year.
Oh yeah,
You know, come back. But you know what? If I just go ahead and retire it now, I say about June, July, I should be straight.
Yeah,
Do they recharge you over?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure they erase the strikes eventually. I'm not sure how that shit worked though.
Yeah, I don't know how long it took.
I'm gonna check it out, man. I know Vic know, man, but
it might be 3 months.
Yeah, that's what they say, 90 days. And
yeah, because they changed their policies on this shit, man.
Yeah, they said 90 days, but I don't know if they just saying they gonna you know, wipe the slate clean, or I don't know what they mean by it, but I'm gonna go find out, man. If y'all don't find out before I do. But hey, y'all, appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
All right, there, King. All right, Slap.
Nigga, I'm about to hit you on Instagram.
Oh, bad, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, fellas. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all coming, hanging out with me, man. Chopping up with my fellas, man. See, we get down, we get down into some combo, man. I'm kind of rusty. I'm making rookie mistakes, y'all. You dig? Got to step my game up a little bit. But Stone came and hung out with us, and he was he couldn't really understand. Well, he understood a little bit after a little bit of explaining, but he needs to better understand why I tied the civil rights movement in with the alphabet movement. So that's what I'm gonna get going in the next broadcast. And then me and Christ Council still, we're at the ninth verse in the first chapter of Genesis. We're gonna get down with that. Just want to let y'all know, man, I really enjoyed talking. Appreciate y'all for showing up, Kong. African Goddess, appreciate y'all for stopping through. Just do good, y'all. And think about me when all that goodness come back. You know, when you can do wrong, but you do good. Well, just do the good on purpose. And think about your boy when that goodness come back to you. Hey, keep it thorough, y'all. I'll let your boy curl. And if you pull up and I'm not around, I'll be back. Before you pull off, I'll be pulling up. You dig? Peace.